time. Today is Monday, January the 29th. Link to class Nearpod is in the chat. Roman, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Please join Nearpod using your first name and last initial. Remember, the session will be recorded in case anybody's absent or would want to review the lesson again. Agenda and reminders. Grady, welcome. Emmanuel, welcome. I know we do have new classmates join us this week. So welcome everybody. If this is your first time being in our class, Raylan, welcome, welcome. Here we are. These are the online modules that are assigned to you for this week. And we also have a graded quiz, only one graded quiz, the Math TFAR. It is due on Thursday. We do have a Math TFAR due on Thursday. This is the second Math TFAR. This is the final TFAR for the semester. We will not have any more after this. We're gonna go over surface area in this session. We do have open office in which we will practice star release questions Monday till Thursday at noon. I do have upgrade your grade. If you think grade doesn't look good, send me an email and I'll add you to the Friday session. We do have interim assessments next week. We have interim assessments next week. We will follow interim assessment schedule, and that means no math classes. Make sure you're present next week and you take your reading test on Monday next week and math test next week on Tuesday. It is also a completion grade for these classes. Lesson target. The same as we did in assembly, we will learn how to calculate surface area of three-dimensional figures. I do have a new and fun activity. The previous group really enjoyed it. So we will try to keep the Nearpod very limited and a little bit faster so we can do that other fun activity. Here instructions say match the solid to the correct net. So you have, when you look at these kind of nets in my questions, you have a good idea of where the nets are coming from. Get started. Match the solid to its net. When you were younger, when you were younger kids, you probably opened up and fully opened up and laid flat the cereal boxes and other boxes and tissue boxes and all sort of boxes. It's like a fun activity most kids do. So you have seen nets and you created nets out of boxes, right? Almost everybody in this class have done that at some point. So this is how those are connected. These are the figures. And these are some nets. So connect them. I see here. Very well done, Michael, Asher, Blessing, Caitlin, Itzel, Brandon. You guys didn't miss any. Journey, Miriam, Stella. Very good. You guys didn't miss any. Kim, Joycelyn. Well done. Right? So you guys are good at matching. I'm not going to tell you the answers because you already are pretty good at it and you guys done pretty well. Shiloh, very good. Very good, dear. So let's go ahead, move on to a little discussion post question over surface area. What I want you guys to do is look at the image. So when comparing ice blocks with same volume, these two have same volume. The ice with greater surface area will melt faster. So which will melt faster, the bigger block or the three smaller blocks? Explain your reasoning. Everybody get started. We need a post, our original post in the discussion post. Then we can respond back to our classmates over comments and emojis, right, and likes, like how you guys do on social media. Think about this one. We had a little divide of answers in the previous session that I was not anticipating, but we did have a divide. Let's see how you guys do. Oh, Blessing, you think it's same? But we want to see a post here. Excel has a response. Excel thinks the smaller blocks because they are really small and they will melt faster. Braden thinks the smaller blocks. Blessing thinks same time. Ben thinks there's three smaller blocks because they are three separate masses, yet all smaller than the larger one. Ben, you have very well explained. Blessing, hop on the mic.
Okay, so quick question. Are we trying to find the individual, like are we calculating the three smaller blocks together or by themselves?
Together. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? They're right. The bigger one will melt faster, slower, because the smaller ones are not in one mass. So even though they have the same volume technically, they will still melt at the same time and it will be faster.
Very good, Blessing. Journey agrees to you. Very good. Very good. Nobody's confused as to which one will melt faster or slower. Everybody thinks in this class, everybody's kind of unanimously thinking the smaller blocks. In the previous session, there were people thinking that the bigger block will melt faster because they saw a longer surface of 3 feet by 1 feet, and that made them think. But I see nobody in this class is confused. So good. We will go ahead and move on and look at a question. So this is how the nets will be given to you on assessments, right? This is how the nets will be given to you on the assessments, and you will have to figure out the surface area. You will have to figure out the surface area, which is made up of 2 triangles and 3 rectangles. I want to see how confident do you guys feel about these kind of questions. There's a poll on your screen, and please respond to this poll and share with us. How do you feel about finding areas of these smaller components and finding total? Caitlin even solved it. Caitlin, I can tell you are very fluent. So using the poll, tell us how confident you feel because we are about to have, Journey.
2 rectangle and square.
The 2 rectangles, Journey,
And
will
square.
melt. Oh, a square, 2 rectangles and a square and 2 triangles. Journey, you are absolutely precise. Very good, very good. How do you guys feel about solving these kind of questions? All right. This is how the class responds. This is how our class feels about it. Okay, let's see. The class says around 97% of the people kind of feel okay or confident about the topic. 97. Just 3% of the people are strugglers, and that is okay. You're going to be in the main room and work with me, and we will help you feel better about the topic. So in this particular session, I wanted to show you a different activity. We have done Nearpods a lot of the time. Nearpods does not give you opportunity to do competitions. But some of you guys definitely love competitions and you do better. This is one option I'm going to open up in breakout rooms from now onwards. But I want everybody to give it a try so you know how it feels, this game, right? Join using your first name only, right? Join using your first name only. Everybody, here is the link. Let's see how you guys will do in this one. So every single math class, I see Lloyd joined first. Just join your first names. Macy, Asher, Michael, Joycelyn, Kim, Katie. Very good. This is the kind of names we want. Yeah, very good. We're waiting. Everybody make sure join quizzes. This is called quizzes. Journey, you love it? We will have this in every single class period. So those of you who learn through this way, you have opportunity. Unlike Nearpod, quizzes does not allow you to write on it. And it has to do with surface area. So make sure you have paper and pen so you can solve. So there's going to be some rough competition here between Rylan, Brayden, Journey. 39. We are waiting for more people to join. We will start and you can join in the middle. As you guys are playing, it is important that the red's supposed to be minimal. This red section, that the energy is going away, should be minimal. The green should be more. Even if the green is not growing at a faster pace, the red should not grow. So take your time, think about the problems. It should not be like this reddish. It should not be reddish. This is not going to fulfill the purpose of the game. Make sure and take your time, think through the problems, but answer very precisely. The green, see, these are the greens that I want to see. People trying to think, answer carefully, but don't have earned red yet. This is where our advanced class should be. If you have missed some questions, it's okay. Remember, class accuracy right now at 42%. Right? It's the first time we are playing, and definitely we will be a little impatient. So this is where the class accuracy is. Keep playing for another 5 minutes, then I will open up breakout rooms. Those who want to continue to play will join the breakout room, room 2. Let's compete and play the rest of the game. But I want everybody to experience it for at least 5 minutes. This is something I would want to embed in every single class period. So those who learn this way can practice using competing. Okay, I did apply a glitch that freezed everybody's screen for 10 seconds. So I was also playing with some of those features. This is a new platform. I'm just kind of experimenting it out. But just guessing the answers is not the technique. This is not how you will learn. We want to make it fun, but we also want to make it learning. We want to make it fun, but we also want to make it learning. So no guessing. If you are going to be in room 2, let's compete. You will have a paper and pen and you will solve the problems out. At this time, I will open up breakout rooms. Okay, this is going to be my breakout room slide every time now. I will open up breakout rooms. As always, room 1 is the collaborate room. You use mic and chat. Link to the self-paced Nearpod is gonna be there. Room 1. Room 2 is less compete. It is gonna be quizzes. Quizzes does not allow you to solve on it, so make sure you are always ready with a paper and pen. Room 3 is gonna be work on my own. Definitely work on my own. It's not a competition. It's not a collaborate. So no mic and chat, but it is gonna be a Nearpod link. The questions in the Nearpod are slightly different from the questions you see in this quizzes because I was just experimenting with it. The questions are still very rigorous in this one too. So we will open up breakout rooms. Make sure to join the correct room. If you are in the compete room, definitely continue to compete. Open for 9 minutes. Lloyd is going to be in room 3. Perfect. So I'm going to drop the link to quizzes. And here we are. For those who need help with this topic, we will be back in the Nearpod. For those who need help with this topic, we will be in Nearpod, and I will share the Nearpod link with you once again so we can practice the questions. Nearpod link here. I'm gonna pause on a star release question, not this one. This is like a bookish question. It's a good practice. But we will look at star release questions. This is how a very typical star test will assess you on the topic. Remember, your breakout rooms are open. If you want to collaborate with your friends, I see Braden in room 1 says let's collaborate and doesn't have students to collaborate. There are people who are working on their own also. And people are in breakout rooms. But if you are here in the main room, you will follow the live Nearpod link and we will work problems out together. So, and star test is really good about telling you the name of the net. And they say the net of triangular prism. It's a triangular prism. Prism, why? It has 2 bases. 2 triangular bases. And these bases will give it the name triangle, triangular prism. And its approximate dimensions are shown in the diagram. So what we want to figure out, which measurement is closest to the total surface area of the triangular prism. You want to find total surface area. What 2 shapes makes up the surface area of the triangular prism? What 2 shapes? And you can definitely mark here in the reference chart, Stella, very nicely done. Stella marks triangles. Yes, we see 2 green triangles, at least on my picture, and yellow on Stella's. It's so very good. So far, heading in the right direction. It's so. Macy, I see you got started. Julissa, Lloyd, Michaela, Blessing. And then there is a rectangular part, Stella. Very good, dear. We also see 3 rectangular sections. Everybody get started. Look at the dimensions and see, can you figure out the area of each individual part? Can you figure out the area of each individual part so you can find the total surface area? Blessing. It is up to you where you want to be. Blessing, it is up to you, right? Where you want to be. You can be in room 1 where students will collaborate and work together, or room 2, quizzes, competition 1, or number 3, work on my own. Room 3 is recommended only if you know everything and you are at mastery, and that's how you practice the best. That's how you practice fast. Julissa, very good, dear. Very good, Julissa, with area of rectangles. Asher, Let me see. Very good with area of triangle, Asher. Very good, dear. So you all have a choice. I'm not going to restrict you to stick to this room. 264. Itzel. Itzel, are you listening? Let me see if Itzel is here. Itzel. Itzel, are you here? Let me type your name. Itzel is not here in this main room, but needed little feedback. Stella, very good. Yerzel, very good. Rylan, get started, Rylan. Show me some work. I see here that you guys are finding area of the rectangular part. And I do agree to you. You guys are writing down area equals 4 by 12. And you guys got an area of 48. Very good, very good. I agree. Then let's go ahead, figure out the area of the triangular part. All of these rectangular parts are 48. They're all congruent rectangles. Let's go figure out the area of the triangular parts, right? Let everybody get started. Go ahead, show me how you'll find area of the triangular part. Get started. Show me how you will find area of the triangular part. Let me see for Kim. Nicely done, Kim. Kim is in the competition group, but Kim is also working the problems out here. So people, collaborate. If you're here in the main room, make sure we hear you and make sure we see your work in Nearpod. We hear you over the mic and chat. Chat should be active. It should not be a quiet chat. Area of the triangle. Blessing, you finished? Let me see. Excellent, Blessing. Blessing, can you guide me on the triangle part? Excellent.
Okay, so with the triangle part, it gives you the height, 10.4.
Very good.
And then it gives you the length, 12. So usually we would divide that by 2, but since there are 2 triangles, that means we would have to multiply by 2. So it's simpler just to not do it.
Excellent.
So you get 10 times 12. That equals, what did I get? 124.8.
Very good. 124.8. Very nicely calculated, Blessing. Very nicely. So you did both. Do we stop here, or is there one more step to figure out the answer? What do we do from here? We add. Blessing says then we have to add so we can find surface area. Because surface area means total. So we have to add. There are 3 48s. And then we combined the 2 triangles, made it a 12 by 10.4, and we got 124 and 0.8. When we combined all this, how much did you guys end up getting? Zainab, I see details of your work. Well done. Let me see. Quinn is working it out. Raylan, show me your work. Stella, what did you get? Stella is working it out. Stella, there are 2 62.4s and there is 3 48s. Altogether, we get 268.8. 268.8. And the units for area are going to be squared inches. Inches and then a small 2. Stella, we got to check some calculations over here. Yeah, so Blessing, basically, she looked at the 2 triangles together. So rather than dividing by 2, multiplying by 2, we just multiplied the dimensions and got the total for the 2 triangles. Yep, Quinn, very good. That's what we got. Kim, 206.4. How Kim got a different answer? Kayla, very good. Jolisa, very good. Blessing, very good. Asher, very good. Ben, still working it out. Let's go ahead and look at a similar question. This is how very like Macy, you got wrong. Okay, no problem. Now go back. Macy, where did your answers not match? And most of you did individual triangles. That's what honestly I also did when I created the answer key. I wasn't thinking like blessing. You Kim, yes, you did too. Okay, breakout rooms ended. I didn't realize that breakout rooms ended. Kim, you got a different answer and I've tried to call you out, but you different room. The triangles, individual one was 62.4 if this is what you did. For individual triangles, if you did individually, it is 62.4. The collective triangles was 124.8. Where did you guys go wrong? Yes, Macy. Where did you guys go wrong? And there are 348s, remember? Because there are three rectangles. There's three rectangles. 1, 2, 3, keep that in mind, and then two 62.4s. And there are more really nice and good questions embedded in this lesson. We don't have a math session tomorrow. I do encourage you to practice. See, this one here. Macy, when you added, line up the decimals when you add, right? And here, these, I really encourage you guys to practice. These are all STAR test questions. This is how they will be assessed, right? The formula chart will never be given to you over here. The formula chart is going to be embedded. Let's go ahead, look at your quizzes thing also. So you guys see how you guys did. It does show a last screen. I forgot to show in my previous session, but it's supposed to show because people did work hard. These are the position holders, right? Every try your best, and definitely you guys can all do. Right? Okay, it marks the end of this session. If you want to join OpenOffice, make sure you will join OpenOffice. Kayla, Mariam, Joycelyn didn't miss any. This is how I want your thing to look like. Very few red and more greens. Even the greens are few, it's okay as long as there are no reds. Because you take your time and think about the questions, right? If you want to practice for STAR test starting now, join OpenOffice. Brayden, hop on the mic. If you have a question, Brayden. I have an upcoming session. I have to get ready for that. We will all join OpenOffice and we will answer all your questions there.